8:03. I'd like to call the meeting to order, and I'd like to start off with the Pledge of Allegiance. Pledge
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America,
to the republic
for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Wait, I'm just gonna. You guys want to mute if you're not on? We're just gonna go through our business. The Board of Education approves the following, whereas the state of New York, along with the entire nation and world, is in the midst of COVID-19, aka the coronavirus pandemic, a public health emergency, unprecedented in modern times. Whereas on March 16, 2020, Governor Cuomo issued Executive Order 202.4, which suspended the requirements of the Open Meetings Law concerning Board of Education meetings, and whereas as permitted by Education Order 202.1, the Board of Education meeting tonight will be conducted via www.youtube.com with no public participation. Now, therefore, be it resolved that the Board of Education hereby suspends all policies pertaining to that format for this meeting, including Policy 1120, which provides public participation and comment at Board of Education meetings. So before I hand it over to Dr. Stiniak, I just wanted to wish everyone well tonight. I would like to congratulate everyone on a great day. The budget passed, so very happy for our students. I think it provides some stability for them in this unprecedented horrible time. So thank you. I'd like to thank all the candidates that ran. It's a tough to run for public election, public office, and I'd like to congratulate Ed Corona and Tracy Miller. Welcome you guys back to your seats. So congratulations, and looking forward to keeping up the good work that this board is focused on doing. And I cannot not mention, and everyone keeps moving. So Mr. McDade, thank you, Dr. Sinek, Mr. McDade, for the budget, all the budget presentations. I feel like this is just a weight that is lifted off our shoulders. We started this before the pandemic. I just feel very happy and relieved that we were able to see this through, get this passed, and any residents that are watching tonight, I'm so grateful that you came, you voted. And I know there are a lot of other things going on in the world, but this is so important to our students and our community. So thank you, and thank you, Mr. McDade, for all the emails, the questions, the meetings. Even with your injury, you made it to everything, the PTA meetings, and I think it speaks volumes that our community united, passed this, and now we got to get to work, and we're going to do that. We are focused on bringing the kids back in the appropriate, safe manner. So I'd like to thank everyone for that and congratulate everyone. And I will keep this very brief. A lot of things going on, and Dr. Stiniak, I'll leave a lot to her to go into different things. But I have to just say, kindergarten graduations, I heard about those, went off without a hitch, made this terrible time special for the kids. Thank you to administration, Dr. Stiniak, the principals, the PTAs, the union. So, again, I commend all of you. I'd like to also personally, because I had a part in that yesterday and today, the 6th grade graduations. Again, I think this speaks volumes to who we are as a community, that we didn't miss a beat. We made things special for the kids, special for the parents. All the parents participated. The children showed up. The teachers showed up, and the board, was apprised of everything every step of the way. So congratulations. And just so you know, we had events yesterday for the 6th graders, a drive-through diploma ceremony. Then we had a photo op. We were back today with another photo op with the principals inside the school, socially distanced. So that, thank you. It meant a lot. It meant a lot to the whole family. I have to say, the siblings were happy to get out of the house and get back to school, and it was very special. So thank you for doing that. And also the Irene Leinhardt Awards. Congratulations to all those students that received awards. Again, we kept going. We forged through, and I'm so proud of us that we were able to have the ceremony. The kids got their awards, and it means a lot to them. So thank you. for all that, then I just would like to congratulate all the parents and the students for finishing this, it's been a tough few months. So finishing the academic year shows resilience, and I'm going to just keep going. So on that note, I will say the playgrounds are open. We're all aware of that under the governor's executive order. I'm going to thank Mr. Carter for his hard work with, I know he unlocked all the locks, and he'll speak to that, I guess, in his report. And I saw the children on there yesterday and today. Didn't get a chance to take my kids up there yet, but we're hoping on the weekend. And I just want to make sure I didn't forget anything. I know we have a few things. I'll defer to Dr. Siniak for the summer materials, the teacher tutoring time, and everything else. So I just wish everyone a safe summer, and looking forward to getting the kids back into the classrooms with the teachers, hopefully as soon as we can. And I'm going to turn this over to Dr. Siniak. Thank you.
Thank you, Mrs. Ryan. Welcome everyone this evening. I would like to thank the community for supporting our budget this year. We are very happy we're able to move forward now, as Mrs. Ryan was explaining. Also, we are here at the end of the school year, June 17th, last day of school. I would like to really thank the parents, because the parents partnered with us through this very, very difficult time. I know it was not easy for parents, so a big shout out to the parents for supporting their children and all the work that we did collaboratively over the last 14 to 15 weeks, as well as the administrative team, our teachers, and most importantly, staff, but our students. They really thrived. They really rose to the occasion. They are North Merrick students, true and true, and we are so grateful for all of their accomplishments. So big shout out to all of them. So the summer is here, believe it or not. So a little bit about what the parents may look for over the summer. We have our summer curriculum materials. We had our grade level teachers develop math, reading, and writing enrichment packets to support the outstanding achievement of our students. These will be available for pickup on June 29th and 30th. And if that's a problem, just contact your principal. He or she will be happy to do a drop-off at your house if need be, if you're working. These materials will also be available virtually on our website. We encourage all students to participate, but this work is optional. It is not mandatory, but we are recommending it. And if and when your child is working on these materials, to support our families and our children, we actually will have grade level teachers be available each week to provide instructional support, clarification, general information via email, telephone, or even schedule a Google Meet to do a little mini lesson tutoring for a child. This contact information will be included within each packet and will also be posted on our website. More information will follow regarding how to access these materials. Read alouds. All families will be able to enjoy over 100 books that have been read aloud, videoed, and posted on our website by our teachers, support staff, and administrators. You don't have to read your child a book at all this summer. They could just click on and someone else can read it for them. Make sure to bookmark North Merrick Read Alouds to treat everyone to hours of entertainment and enjoyment. Our public library, North Merrick Public Library, we are partnering with them again, as always, each summer, but they've moved their program online this year. Although it may look somewhat different, it continues to encourage a lifelong love of reading and learning for our students. Information on our website about that as well. Camp Invention, a very successful STEM program that we've hosted here for the last several years, will also be delivered virtually during an abbreviated session this year. Activity kits packed full of fun and materials. Options will include screen-free, self-led experiences connecting with certified education coaches. And this information is also available on our website. We have our extended school year special education program. That is a hybrid program that we are running this summer. We will have 3 teachers for in-school instruction and 1 teacher at home for virtual instruction. We have our BOCES reading support program for grades 1, 2, and 3. That will also be virtual for our students who need assistance in reading. And finally, we have partnered with Long Island University for our Young Visionaries Academy. We've partnered with them in the past for programs, and this again will be virtually, and there will be information on our website regarding that. So we have a lot to offer this summer. We encourage you to take advantage of those opportunities. Lastly, I would like to discuss a letter that I had sent home this week about our re-entry task force. The main goal of our re-entry task force is to truly and appropriately prepare for the return of school for our students, our staff, and our parents. In doing so, we have to plan. We are awaiting guidelines from the state, but as we await for those guidelines, we have created subcommittees, and those subcommittees will be drilling down to various different plans that we have to prepare so that when we do get these guidelines, we are ready to submit to the state a plan that will be approved so that we can move forward with our re-entry in the fall. Our subcommittees include facilities. That committee will be talking and working with classroom setup, cleaning, CDC recommendations, the purchase of certain items such as masks, face shields, etc. We have our instructional subcommittee. Oh, and the facilities committee is run by Mr. Carter. He chairs that. Our instructional subcommittee chaired by Mrs. Friedman and Mrs. DeLuca. That committee will be looking at the various models of instruction, what a regular opening looks like, what a all virtual opening would look like, what a hybrid opening would look like, various models that are being spoken about based on the guidelines that have been set forth thus far. We're taking a look at those guidelines from our extended school year program and applying those to what things need to happen for us to open. That subcommittee will also look at and drill down into special education services. What will those services look like during a reopening, throughout the different models? Our special area teachers and subjects such as art, music, and physical education. What do those subjects look like for the reopening? A lot of work to be done there. Very excited that we've had so many people email us and ask to participate. Our health and safety subcommittee, we have our nurse, Miss Deborah Banks, she's on that. I have an announcement about her a little later in the board meeting, as well as she will be leading the charge with Dr. Murphy, taking a look at the well and sick areas that we have to, in our buildings, identify, temperature checks, protocol for sending students home, the reinforcement of hygiene, and many more items. Our building practices led by Mr. Merrims. What will arrival look like? What will dismissal look like? What will the movement of students look like? What will it look like at lunchtime, recess, field trips, visitors to the building? Our technology committee, Mrs. Talbot will be leading that with Dr. Bromberg, taking a look at, let's inventory all that we have with Chromebooks. What does our infrastructure look like? What are the needs of our infrastructure? What are the tech needs if we needed to do an all virtual model? What are our tech needs for a hybrid model? Lots to do there. Our mental health subcommittee, taking a look at the anxiety of students, the anxiety of staff, the anxiety of parents upon the return to school, taking a look at what kinds of trainings need to be offered for parents, for staff. That subcommittee is led by Dr. Murphy. And last but certainly not least, Mr. McDade is chairing our transportation committee, taking a look at what needs to be done for the transporting of students, as well as looking at our lunch program, our aftercare program, as well as our central registration program. So that about sums up all of our subcommittees. Please, if you have any questions or concerns, feel free to email me at cseniuk at nmerrick.org or my secretary, mgorman@nmerrick.org. We will find a subcommittee for you. I can guarantee you of that, and we appreciate the volunteers and we welcome the input as we move forward in this tremendous task. So thank you, Mrs. Ryan.
Thank you. Thank you. All right. I'm going to ask for a motion for the routine approvals 2A through 2C. We can have a motion to approve.
Motion.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? right, motion carries. And then public comment. Ms. Long, do we have any public comment? Do we have anything for public comment? I don't believe so.
We did not receive any.
Great, and I was remiss, I forgot to thank you, Ms. Long, for all of your hard work and the dedication over the past few weeks, getting the ballots out and doing the ballot counting the past 2 days. Thank you very much to you and your team. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, so we're gonna go on to the no public comment, so we're gonna go over to business.
Mhm.
I'd like to do a consent agenda through a motion 4A through 4I. If we could have a motion for
Motion.
4A.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? No, unanimous, carries. And then adding as a walk-on J, and the resolution for J would be the Board of Education approves the agreement with Guardian Bus and North Merrick for a payment of 35% of their outstanding bills, which is approximately $8,000. So we could have a motion for that.
Motion.
Second.
Miller, second by Anella. All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay, motion carries. Okay. And we did do 5, I listed on the agenda in the public meeting at 6 o'clock. So I'm going to move on to 6, the personal action report, and a motion for 6A for the Board of Education approves the personal actions report as detailed in the mailing. If we could have a motion.
Motion.
Second.
All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? No. So it carries. And I'm going to defer to Dr. Stiniak.
Yes, thank you, Mrs. Ryan. I would just like to take a moment to recognize some staff members. First of all, Samantha Jones, Old Mill Road special education teacher, who has just been awarded tenure effective September 1st. Congratulations to Mrs. Jones. We will in person celebrate hopefully in September, but a big shout out also to Dr. Murphy, our assistant to the superintendent for special education and PPS, who was just awarded tenure effective 10/10/2020. Big shout out to Dr. Murphy as well. He's on the Zoom, but we will celebrate in person in the fall, and it's a nice celebration. Both of you can bring your families, and people say really nice things about you at those things, so that's exciting. Also a big, very sad, bittersweet, Ms. Deborah Banks, our Old Mill Road nurse. She is going to be retiring many, many years at Old Mill Road. I know that there's so many parents, but mostly students who will miss her. But she has agreed to sit on one of our subcommittees throughout the summer and help us with the opening of schools. So a big shout out to Mrs. Banks. And of course, Maddie Brown, special education aide over at Camp Avenue, also retiring. So much service that she has provided to our students and the building and the staff and the parents. Both of these people will be sorely missed, and we hope to celebrate them appropriately with our tenure appointments in September. Thank you, Mrs.
Thank
Ryan.
you. Congratulations to everyone. Thank you. We have a moving on motion for 7A to approve the 54 IEPs that were developed by the Committee on Special Education as detailed in the mailing.
Motion. Second.
All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? All right, motion carries. We're going to, again, there are no public comments, so we'll move along to report of the committees. High school report. Who's taking that one tonight?
I'll start it off and then Tracy will hop in there. So at our last meeting, we spent a lot of time honoring all of the retirees in Belmore Merrick Central High School District. I'd like to mention the Calhoun staff and teachers. That included Rosie Chan, Rich Diodati, Cindy Leung, Cindy Telekamp, and Pete Magnuson. Wish them all the best of luck as they move on for this new and exciting chapter of their lives. After that, we moved on to celebrate the valedictorians and salutatorians from the different schools. And I think, Tracy, you have the Calhoun people, correct?
Actually, I have everybody, so I'm going to name them all. And I was just re-looking through their bios, And they do amazing work, AP classes, science research, volunteering. They are an amazing bunch of people. So at MEPM, it's Alyssa Diagardi was the valedictorian, Spencer Mattis was a salutatorian. At Kennedy High School, Catherine St. George was our valedictorian, and Madeline Judson was the salutatorian. At MAP, our valedictorian was Laszlo Gotch, and our salutatorian, Mariana Mora. And at Calhoun, our valedictorian was Mark Ediotti, and salutatorian was Adam Gokan. And they are all wonderful kids. So it was a great celebration with all of them there.
We're also very happy to, as this ever-changing landscape of the COVID-19 pandemic, that we will have a live graduation ceremony. Currently, is planning 6 separate ceremonies, and obviously the parents involved got many emails and a lot of information about that. So we're very excited about that, especially the people on this Board of Ed who have seniors who are graduating. It's a good thing. Steve and Tracy, right?
Yep.
And Rob.
Oh, Rob too, yeah. Oh, and Ed, Mr. Diodati,
Yes.
he was there when I went through.
Me too.
Oh, boy.
I think he just started. He just started
Wow.
when I was a senior at high school. So he's been there
Wow.
over 30 years.
Wow, that's great.
Got goosebumps.
Wow.
Hey. All right, are we ready to move on to the PTA Council report?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Let's do. Okay, so
I-
this.
I'm gonna,
Oh.
Ed, I'm gonna
Oh,
say,
you
I was
wanna do
able
it,
to
Michelle?
attend this week. Are we good?
Oh, wait, what's going on here? Michelle, you doing it?
Yeah, I was there yesterday, so do you mind, Ed?
Not at all. Go ahead.
Okay. I definitely first wanted to thank all of our PTAs for their continued dedication during this unprecedented time. I know your continued efforts to make our children feel safe and at the same time have some fun during what I call lockdown, not quarantine. It did not go unnoticed. On that note, I personally just wanted to take a moment. I know our OMR PTA President, Lisa Zukoff, was unable to attend. However, I wanted to point out this was her last year as president and her last year's tenure in OMR. So I wanted to thank you for your years of tireless dedication. Being an OMR parent, I can personally speak to the enhancement you have brought to each and every single child. Your work did not go unnoticed. Even at times, it might have seemed thankless, as all of our jobs most likely do at some point in time. I can also add that the high school district is lucky to have you as co-president next year. And from the bottom of my heart, I thank you. So for all of the PTAs and all the chair committees, I know how hard and how tirelessly we all work. So I hope that next year brings in-person, activities for all our children starting next month. I thought it was next month. I believe we're actually even having a virtual book fair, which I thought was interesting and amazing that Scholastic offered that to us at OMR. So I think all the schools might jump on board on that. So again, I just want to shout out to thank you to all your PTA presidents, the executive committees, and all your memberships for all your hard work.
Is that it?
That's it.
Sorry,
did
I'm
I-
muted. Thank you very much, Ms. Gorin. Thank you. And we had the opportunity to attend the PTA, the district council meeting the other day, and that was great. A good wind down and getting ready for, the next year. So thank you. And we'll go to the buildings and grounds report. Mr. Carter, you're up.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Boy, has it been a couple of crazy weeks. Ceremonies, lots of them at the last minute. Lots of setups, lots of coordination. I can't thank the admin and my guys enough for the what seems like perfect setups. Everything went smoothly. A lot of happy parents, a lot of happy kids. Unfortunately, you know, it stinks we had to do it this way, but I think they did as best a job they could have done under the circumstances. The budget and board votes, I mean, kudos to Mrs. Long for what she pulled off. That was amazing. I had very little role in it, and I was exhausted watching Mrs. Long work. Extended school year, that's a new one that was also dropped on Dr. Murphy. So we're coordinating on how best to get that going so that everyone is, all the people who do attend in person are happy with the facilities and are safe and well protected. The reentry task force I think this is going to be amazing. In 2 days, we've really had some great ideas, some great people loaning their time and their expertise, and this is going to be an amazing thing to have all these folks working simultaneously and then reporting back to the task force for a plan for reopening. We still do need a lot of direction, and you know, we're waiting on direction from the governor, and I said the state education department, that is Department of Health, CDC. Every day is a new day. Looks like something else is dropped every single day. So we're keeping up with it, and we're going to do absolutely, you know, our best for the coming school year. Capital projects. We've got some capital projects that are going to happen this summer. Believe it or not, the projects that we voted on in May of last year, or the public voted on in May of last year, are we have permits for the ones that do require permits, and I have to reconfirm pricing and such, and then get into schedules so that we can get that taken care of this summer. Just coordinating the return of the staff. We have full staff coming back, full summer staff coming back next Wednesday. So for their protection, their safety, we have to be ready for them with PPE, with bathroom protocols, hallway protocols, just work protocols in general. So there's a lot of discussions regarding that. Mr. Wing Lau and I are working on a donation for a company that does some technology. They're donating, I believe it's 14 smart boards to us. They're used smart boards, but they were taken down in operating condition. We're gonna take the most useful parts from them and keep them in stock. So, you know, when we get a call from a teacher that, oh no, my smart board just failed, hopefully we can get them back up and running very quickly. So that'll add to the few newer type that we do have in stock. The Smart Bond project is scheduled to happen this summer. That is the technology infrastructure, and that's going to be huge for the North Merrick children. The Wi-Fi, the infrastructure for the technology is going to be incredible. I mean, anybody who's worked on the Wi-Fi in our buildings knows it leaves a lot to be desired. It's there, and Wings, you know, with duct tape and bubble gum kept it alive. But the new system would really be a boon to the tech department and all the kids. We worked out a deal with the high school district. Thank you very much to my counterpart, John Simpkins, at the high school district, and Mr. DiTomaso in helping us out with security on weekends, because kids with nothing to do end up on our property hanging out at night. And, you know, we've worked it out that weekend security and they were effective immediately. I mean, I watched this guy on video breaking up several parties, you know, kids just hanging out with nothing much to do. So that was great, and I appreciate the help from the high school district. My crew has been doing a lot of painting. We've taken the opportunity, the half crews, because we're running at 50% crews, don't forget, because, you know, that's the governor's mandate. But we've been doing a ton of painting, and for those who haven't noticed, when you drive by Camp Avenue, the bottom of the building has been painted white. It's bright white, nice and clean, like a new pair of sneakers. So check that out. It looks great. And every day is a new adventure. I mean, you just never know what's going to happen when you walk through the door. And I can't say how proud I am to work with the people I do. I mean, they've done an amazing job. And also I want to extend my congratulations to Trustee Corona and Trustee Miller on your extension. And it's good to see everyone.
Thank you. We're proud to work with you too. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
All right. Do we have any communications, Ms. Long? Any?
We had 4 that you responded to throughout the month of May and a little bit of June.
So everyone has been responded to.
Yes.
Correct. Great. Okay. Moving along. Any unfinished business? Unfinished business? I don't think so. New business? Any new business? We're plowing through this tonight. And I'm going to wish everyone well. Our next meeting is going to be July 1st. It is going to be virtual under the governor's executive orders. So it will be, maybe in April, maybe in August, we'll be together, but July 1st, time to be determined and announced. And I wish everyone well. Congratulations on students for finishing the year. And I ask for a motion to adjourn. Come on, a motion to adjourn. It's the easiest one.
Oh.
Miller.
Motion.
Second.
All in
Second.
favor? Aye.
Hi.
Have a great night.
Thank
Mr.
you,
Moore's
guys.
back. Have a great night.
Wonderful
Good
summer.
night.
Good night. Thank you, everyone.